Good morning. This is Karen with Veronica's Tarot. It's Friday. What day is today? The 10th. I had to look at the date on the computer. Okay, so today we're going to go back to the normal one. Current situation, present influence, future influence, what we don't know or don't see, challenge, what to watch for, advice, and outcome. Remember, this is daily, a daily reading energy, so it's in the now. It could be a big situation, it could be a very small situation that we're talking about. Depends. It's kind of more to get your feel for the day, like get your bearings straight, so to speak. And then I'm going to do a singles love reading after this. So I'm not sure what time I'll post that one. Probably right after. Okay. Here we go. Current situation. Ace of Pentacles. Like that. Present influence. Two of Pentacles. Interesting. Future influence. I was going to, is 3 going to come? Page of Wands. What we don't see. Empress. There is a lot of circles here, and I get it that it's the Pentacles, but even on this page, we've got the circle around her head, and on the Empress, we've got the circle, of course, that's the sun and her belly. Challenge. Death. This is kind of cool. Thinking about it as I lay them out and how they look. What to look for. Chariot. Advice. 9 of Swords. I might read in the book on that guy. This book for the Light Seer Tarot has a lot of little positive sayings. So, and then outcome. 6 of Cups is interesting. So, 6 of Swords is at the bottom of the deck. That tells me that this is something. This is going to be probably a situation where you've taken the initiative to move forward. I'm going to be honest with you. The advice tells me too that this just might be scaring you a little bit. Ace of Pentacles in the current situation is a new opportunity. I think too we're reminded that new opportunities don't last, but I feel like this is happening. Like if you're in something new, so a new way of thinking, a new position, a new project, a new outlook, a new love, anything. I feel like that's what this situation is talking about right now. There's just something new in the works. When we have 2 of Pentacles in the present influence, I feel like what the 2 of Pentacles is saying is we need to balance out our life. And this could be what's bringing the Ace on. Let's balance things out. Let's do the give and take thing. So I need to do this differently, start something new, start something different. So I'm kind of looking at it in that respect. The Page of Wands in the future is there will be some kind of excitement or message coming through regarding this situation. So let's say you're just looking at something differently. So when this influence comes in, it'll be about, I think, letting you know that the right thing is happening or the wrong thing. This is a message that's going to come in that's going to solidify this mess or tell you, hey, like this may not be the right thing. I think either way, but what this message is good, because no matter what, something good is coming in. Now, usually when I see the Page of Wands, I'm thinking written message. so many of the cards dictate written to me. So it could be a text, it could be an email, it could be a letter, it could be a contract, it could be any of those things. So there's something coming in that it's going to make you feel good, but it's going to revolve around this new situation. I think okay, so my opinion is looking at all of the cards, this is saying that we're going forward with this ace. This ace has done what it's supposed to do. Um, what we don't see is the Empress at the. That's not at the bottom of the deck. I listened to a tarot reader that says that. That's not what it is. The Empress is what we don't see, and I feel like that is telling me that there is something about this situation that makes you. I don't think it's about a person or anything like that. What I think it's about is how it makes you feel. It makes you feel comfortable. It makes you feel taken care of almost. It could definitely be love, because that's, I mean, and if it's not, then this piece might not be it for you. But I feel like that's what it's saying, is that this new thing makes you feel nurtured, taken care of, watched over, and it could be job. You know, like if you have a good boss, or let's say, you know, spirits working in the background. You know how some things just come out of the blue, and you go, "How did that happen?" That's what I feel like this could also be. Something is nurturing this situation, but also makes you feel that way, and that's kind of, I'm going both ways. It could be either way. If this is love, I think that you don't realize how good this makes you feel, and taken care of, which is really, you know, nice. And if you, in a male sense, if you're a male watching this, would be more like you're not necessarily taken care of, because, you know, sometimes, but you are, like, in any relationship, it's give and take. It's what it is. So the challenge is death, and I think this is telling you that you'll have to, you know, the transformation of this Ace of Pentacles and this situation that's happening is going to be hard. It could be hard. It's not necessarily easy, but we have to remember, anything that's good is not always easy. That's the key to death. It's the transformation is 99% a good thing, but you're releasing something else. That you're releasing usually a part of you. I go right back to the butterfly and the caterpillar. The caterpillar has to basically sacrifice himself to become a butterfly. It changes him completely. And yes, it's a transformation, but you lose the caterpillar, but you gain the butterfly. So that's kind of how I definitely look at that. And that's why it can be a challenge. There's a positive outlook, but going through that transformation is the hard part. Once you're there, okay, well, oh, look what happened. But as you're going through it, hey, I got to give this up. What am I going to, you know, and it's hard. It's definitely hard. I think what to watch for, I, I, I don't know why I feel like this is travel. Like, watch for either a move or travel or a road trip, or, I mean, I was drawn to that right away. That's what I saw. That's what I thought. That's what I felt. Um, so watch for that. Like, let's say your company wants you to, you know, travel to the corporate office, or someone's asking you to drive them somewhere. This could be anything. I think this is kind of what to watch for this ace to happen. So keep an eye out for any kind of movement, and it could be anything, but I feel like it's travel, road trip, with a destiny in mind. So it could be something as simple as, I'm going to, someone calls you up and says, "Hey, you want to go to the grocery store with me?" Go. "Hey, you know, you want to keep me company when I go shopping?" Go. Um, I feel like that's what it is. Like, watch for that. Watch for an offer to come in, or I feel like it's an offer of travel of some sort, road trip travel, even just keep it small. It doesn't have to be across the nation. But definitely, yeah, watch for that. You know, with the Six of Swords at the bottom of the deck, that can be travel and movement as well. Keep in mind, this could be move. Like someone, this another thing to watch for is maybe considering moving. I'm going to read on this Nine of Swords because in this deck, it's kind of cool. They have these little sayings at the bottom, and I just want to read it and see if it basically, okay, I do like it. It says, I see my fears as the illusions that they are. So when we have Nine of Swords, this makes sense. When we have Nine of Swords as an advice, it's not telling us to be stressed. It's not telling us to have anxiety. It's not telling us to have nightmares. However, it's saying, what are they? It's asking you to look at what you're really anxious about or having bad dreams about or what you're nervous about or anything like that. Like if there's anything that's happening around us, take a look at it. And in this, it says, I see my fears as what they are, as the illusions that they are. So instead of assuming that it's an illusion, look at it. Is it an illusion? Are you doing this just because you think that's what it is? Keep in mind, swords are all about the mind. So, and intellect too, but if you're thinking that this is happening, but it's really not, and do you have proof? And is it just because you don't know, or are you making stuff up in your head? Sometimes when we want something so bad and it's not happening, we could come up with excuses of why it's not happening, and maybe it's not that at all. So if you are feeling that way, take a look at it and know that I don't want to say it's wrong, but see if it is. Like, be honest with yourself and be honest with whatever is causing that and try to pull it apart a little bit. Don't just go, oh yeah, this is making me nervous, I can't do this, or this is stressful. Why? Is it real or is it imagined? And what the outcome is the Six of Cups. Overall, I feel like this is about this situation is going to make you feel like you did at one point in your life. So there's some time in your life, in your past, that I believe this is a good thing that made you feel really good. It could be recognition at work. It could be a relationship. It could be a friendship. It could be just a travel opportunity. Like, there's something in your past that this is going to remind you of, and it's going to feel the same. So the outcome is that. And it's kind of like not pointed outcome, but hey, this is going to, what's happening here is going to reflect on your past. So it could be two things too. And now that I think about it, I said reflect. It could be something because of what you did in the past is a reflection to what is going to happen in the future. But I feel like more my intuition is saying that this situation is going to feel like something that was really good in the past, something that really made you feel good. It's not going to be the same thing, but it's going to make you feel like you felt whenever this other good thing happened. And I really get the impression that that's what it's going to be. I'm going to pull one more on the Six of Cups. Yeah, I mean, I think there's going to be some kind of clear vision here. It's the King of Swords. So if it's a person in your past, it's going to make you feel like this person did in your past, or the clarity that you had, or the control, or at a time when you felt like you were really in charge of yourself and your thoughts and your intellect and your you felt really good about that part of you. So this and so confident, so that's part of it too. And so there's a lot of confidence in this king, a lot. So you felt very confident. So the Six of Cups is about feeling very, very confident. So there you have it. Quite an interesting reading. I hope you enjoy. Please hit the like button. It does help a little bit. Again, just want to get a little bit out there, a little bit more. Um, Not a ton. Talk to you soon.